Hey, this is Greenbean, and I'm back with another battle. This is against someone I found on the Serebii Wi-Fi chat, and I challenged anyone to a battle, and this person responded. His name is Tyler. So yeah, enjoy. So it starts off, I send out my regular Gallade lead. He brings out his Ninjask, and I Shadow Sneak it, because I know it's faster than me, 1, 2, it doesn't have the defense to survive anything, and I get a crit, which is awesome. And he subs up. I go for another Shadow Sneak because I'm like, okay, maybe I can break it, and I end up getting another crit, which is really lucky for me. And so he baton passes out of there because he's like, okay, uh-ohs. He brings in his Porygon Z, and I stay in because I know it's faster than me for 1, but I know that I've got Focus Sash, so I can get in a close combat on it. And I end up getting close combat, super effective. OHKO'd his Porygon Z. What ballin'. That was actually really awesome. I was like, woot. Take out his sweeper. So he brings in his Electivire, and I go for the Destiny Bond, even though I know I'm probably slower, and I am, so I die. And I bring in my Tangrowth, which is a wall, and I can easily absorb his Ice Punch that I know he's probably packing. But I go for the Sleep Powder, and I sleep him, which is sweet. And then I Leech Seed him, because I'm like, okay, let's mess around with this guy a little bit. So I go for the Leech Seed, and I get it. And now I'm recovering, so I'm like, hey, maybe I can get full health before I switch out. Which I do end up getting eventually. And now I just wanted to make sure that if he does come back, I wouldn't have to deal with him, so I go for a knockoff, and I knock off his Expert Belt, which is nice, because now if he does decide to punch me again, I can absorb it. But I'm at full health, and I'm thinking, okay, there's no need to stay in anymore. So he switches out to Blissey while I switch out to Rhyperior, so free turn for everyone. And I know it's probably going to do Calm Mind or something, so I set up a Stealth Rock, which is always nice. And he Calm Minds again, and I go for the Stone Edge, which ends up hitting. I was hoping for like a crit or something, maybe knock it out. But I don't get anything, and it just does a little under half. And I know this Blissey's probably packing Ice Beam, but I figure I can survive one Ice Beam and get an Earthquake to kill it. But that does not end up working. I do survive, I get in an Earthquake, but it goes to about the red. So maybe if I had Earthquaked first instead of Stone Edge, I could have killed it in 2 turns. But that's not the case, that's not what I did. What ifs will be what ifs, so yeah. Now I switch out because I know it's going to dish out another Ice Beam, and I go to my Blaziken to absorb it. But wouldn't you know it, he gets a Freeze Hacks. I am frozen solid. This is retarded. This game is bad luck for me every time. So I switch out to Lantern to absorb his Ice Beam that I thought he was going to throw again, but he Soft Boils. Either way, I knew it was Soft Boil or Ice Beam. So I figure I need a way to stop this guy. I gotta do something to make sure that he gets less of a chance of doing something, so I Thunder Wave. And then Paralysis kicks in immediately right after that turn, which was nice, so whatever it was gonna do, it didn't do. And so I switch out and bring in my Blaziken, because I had a plan. I was hoping that I could get this to work, and it ends up working. So he Calm Minds, and now it's just a turn of nothing, because I'm frozen, he's paralyzed. And he is paralyzed, and now, oh mama, this is beautiful. I was hoping that I would unfreeze, and I get in my superpower, and I did. And thankfully he was paralyzed, so regardless he would go last anyway. And then I OHKO him. Oh baby. Wow, it feels awesome to just take out a Blissey in 1 hit. Whew. You guys should try it sometime, honestly. So he brings his Electivire out, and I'm like, okay, he's probably going to use Earthquake. So I bring in Rhyperior just for something to die. And, yeah, so Rhyperior's gone. Goodbye, Rhyperior. And I bring back out my Blaziken, because I know it does not have the special defense to survive an Overheat. And it doesn't. So his Electivire dies. Goodbye. Special attack lowers as usual, so I end up switching him out once I see that he's got his Dusknoir. I bring back out my Tangrowth, because I know I can absorb whatever he's got. And he Whisped me, which I don't think works on Fire-type Pokemon for starters, so I don't know why he did that. But anyway, I knock off because I know it's a wall and it's got lefties, and I really don't want to deal with that. And he Wisps again, and I go for the Sleep Powder. His Wisp misses, which is nice, which is always a good thing. And I switch out to my Honchkrow, and he gets the Will-O-Wisp on my Honchkrow, which is what he was going for. So yeah, that doesn't really affect what I was trying to do with him, so I go for the Dark Pulse because I am a special sweeper. And it's KOs him in one hit, which is nice, again. Now this is the mistake I made that I didn't realize until watching this battle a second time. I had Burn, which halves my attack, and I went for the superpower anyway, so that really, really bulky defensive Rhyperior, plus Burn, plus a physical attack, plus Solid Rock, means I did not do anything, but I just overlooked that totally when I was fighting. So yeah, I superpower again, can't really do anything. He's got his Swords Dance up, he goes for the Stone Edge. Yeah, I die. Which was a done move on my part. If I was thinking, it was late at night when I fought this battle. So I bring back out my Lantern, assuming I will outspeed it, but apparently I don't. So he gets an Earthquake, and that kills me in one hit, which I don't think should have happened, but what can I do? And so I'm like, alright, time to die. I bring the Blaziken back out, superpower. It's gone. And thankfully I set up that Stealth Rocks a little bit. Oh, I get a crit there too, so he was guaranteed dead. So thankfully I set up that Stealth Rock at the beginning of the game, because his Ninjask comes out and dies from Stealth Rock, which was freaking sweet. So yes, that was awesome for me. So rate, comment, subscribe, and thanks.